Good morning, good afternoon, good day, good evening. Wherever you are joining us from in the world today, it is good to be here with you right now. I'm Charlene. Welcome. Today is a full moon. And the bowls are sitting here shimmering in radiance. And that's what we're going to be connecting with today. This idea of a pure shimmering radiance. We're sitting under the strawberry full moon, which, being raised in the winter strawberry capital of the world, is always a very exciting name for me. But it's such a beautiful time of the year. We have this wonderful Capricorn full moon sitting in the sky, inviting us to keep climbing the mountain, but also to find our radiance and our truth in that moment. So that's what we're going to be shining some light on today. So tell me how you are. Drop a comment in the chat. Tell me your name and where you're joining us from. If this is your first time, welcome. What we do to start is we connect for a lot of different reasons, which we'll get into a little bit later. But basically we connect because it allows us to come together, but it also allows the bowls to begin to connect to our biofields. And there's some pure magic that comes out of that when this electricity begins to move in a real and powerful and meaningful way, especially based on whomever is here with us today. So, good morning, Charlotte. Hello, how are you? Oh, what a gift, 2 days in a row. Oh, it's so good to be here with you. We have missed you. We've been traveling so much, presenting and speaking, and it's good to be back in one place, and it's perfect timing as well. It's good to be home. Yesterday was the first day of Cancer season, and Cancer, the zodiac sign of Cancer, creates those archetypal energies of bringing us home, bringing us inside this watery, beautiful, emotionally driven, wonderful feeling of home. So I'm happy to be here in more ways than one. Jane with a Y, good morning. How are you? Jane joins us from California. Hope you are doing great. I hope by those hearts that means having a good day. Good morning, Julia. How are you? Good morning, good morning. I love all your exclamation marks. It's not just me who loves a good exclamation mark. Lori from Madison, Wisconsin. How are you, my friend? Sandy, good morning. You're usually in Tucson, but you're presently in Boulder, Colorado. Very nice. Beautiful area. Hope you're having a great day and the weather is marvelous. Oh, you are a blessing and a gift as well, my friend. Thanks for being here. Stephanie, yes. 2 days in a row. I know. Frankie, hello. It's your first time here. Welcome. We are so glad you were here. So, Frankie, if you hear me referring to Jeremy or anyone else, that's my wonderful husband who is helping make all of this magic happen. He creates the wonderful world in which we find ourselves today. So, that's who Jeremy is. Frankie, welcome, welcome, welcome. I hope you enjoy it. And do feel free to continue to comment and interact with us in the chat. We always come back to that. Good morning, Kathleen. What's up? Hey, Jessica. Hi. Kristen, good morning from Pine, Colorado. Colorado people in the house this morning. So happy to be here with you as well. Yes, 2 days in a row. Oh, good morning, Joanna. Good morning. Ooh, the bowls are really digging the vibe you guys are bringing. Tea Lady Nat, what is up, my friend? Good morning. Oh, we missed you yesterday because it was her birthday. All right, everyone, I think we need a little birthday wish. Can you throw some love in the chat and in the hearts for Tea Lady Nat having a birthday? We always do this. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Tea Lady Nat. Happy birthday to you. Woohoo! The Bulls didn't want to break their vibe, but they wanted to wish you happy birthday as well. I hope it was a great one. Yes, look at all the happy birthdays. Woohoo! Love it. Amazing, amazing. Yes. Hi, Linda. Linda's joining us from Ireland. Hope you're having a beautiful day. One of our favorite countries. Not gonna lie. Good morning, Tatiana. How are you? Yes, all the beautiful souls that are here. Violet, speaking of, Violet joins us from New York. Ooh. Okay, we're changing the vibe, guys. Here we go. Cherry Berry, how are you? It's good to see you again as well, too. Okay, we're coming back down to earth. That's what's happening. All right, I love it. Oh, thank you so much for the birthday wishes. See, Tea Lady Nat, what a beautiful community. You guys are amazing. Almaz, good morning, hello. And on YouTube as well, Yetta, good to see you again as well. Of course, joining us again from Alexandria, Virginia. Thanks for being here. And Dinetta Dai, good evening from Kathmandu, Nepal. Love it. Yes. So we're global, international, and because of that, we're all moving through our present now moments and slightly different now times, even though it's all now at the same time. Let's get all quantum for a second. But so we've probably had some people who have really had a beautiful day, people who are about to have a beautiful day, people who have had a challenging day, and people who are about to have a challenging day. And all of that makes sense because right now we're holding tension in the sky above us between the sun and the moon. And we're just spectating as the sun fully illuminates our wonderful La Luna, the moon. So during the sign, the zodiac sign in which our sun is traversing or moving through, right now it's Cancer. The opposite sign of Cancer will be where the full moon resides. It's math. And our full moon today is in Capricorn. Now, the interesting thing about this month is that there's actually going to be 2 full moons in Capricorn. And that's during the season of Cancer. We're going to have a blue moon. So because of that, we are going to do lives obviously today as well as on that second full moon. Let me talk a little bit about what these full moons mean. So this first full moon starting at the beginning of Cancer season, the moon is very close to Sagittarius. It's one of the aspects that's going on. And the sun is near Gemini. So the sun, Gemini, communication, talkative, moving, wanting to really connect and have greater understanding and clarity. And the moon being so close to Sagittarius, it begins to bring this very daring energy. It sort of prompts us to take a leap of faith towards a new direction. Sagittarius is all about moving out, that explorer energy. And right now, our sun and our moon, they're squaring. They're kind of creating an interesting angle against this very dreamy planet of Neptune. Neptune is all about the illusion of life, the reality of life in the illusion, dreams, understanding a bigger picture. It's a very watery element. It's really lovely. But during this juxtaposition of the sun, the moon, and Neptune, we're really encouraged to critically evaluate our visions and to see what dreams are actually worthy of our attention, our energy, and our commitment. So this is a really powerful and beautiful sign. So as a quick teaser for next month, that the full moon that's going to be happening at the end of the month, we're going to actually have a totally different aspects going on. So the moon's going to be near Aquarius and the sun's close to Leo. Aquarius, it's the bringer of chaos, rebellion, and revolution to make society beautiful and perfect for everyone, this very utopian kind of feel. And of course, the sun in Leo, being close to Leo, this idea of having this fullness of expression. Think about the mane of a lion. It's hard to just shake it. And it's the presence and royalty of the cat. So it's going to be a very different energy. But today we are sitting in this really dreamy, watery type of space that's encouraging us to move towards a greater understanding of ourselves. So let's do that today. So if this is your first time here, let me tell you a little bit about what's in front of you. So Frankie and others, in front of you are 19 chromatically tuned quartz crystal singing bowls. Now these particular notes that I'm playing right now are basically the white notes, the white keys on a piano keyboard. But what makes these notes and these bowls that much more special is that we've added those 5 extra black keys as well. And this adds chromaticism or color to the sound. So the bowls begin to move, shape, undulate, and sing in very unique ways. Much more musical, much more connected to sound as we are accustomed to hearing it. Because the bowls are made out of 99.999% pure quartz crystal, they're highly conductive of electricity. We know that quartz is the most electrically alive of all of the crystals, pretty much any material in the world. And that's why quartz is used. Back in the day, they used it in gentlemen's pocket watches to keep time. Now we use it in every bit of technology that's around you, possibly that phone or computer that you are holding or sitting in front of right now. So we live in this crystalline age of quartz. And you have let's just say you have a lot of crystal in your body as well. You are a microcrystalline structure. And in fact, we know that we have energy moving. You can feel energy moving through our bodies. Sometimes people have said, oh, you have energy bodies. I may not know what that means, but yet we also know from a scientific standpoint, medically, if their heart were to stop beating, what do? We apply electricity with specific voltage to re-engage, re-enliven, and reactivate the heart. So not only does our physical body respond to these bowls, so does our more subtle or our energy and vital bodies. So if you hear me referring to these various bodies, that's what I'm talking about. Everything we do, we really actually like to ground in science. I'm actually working on my PhD in this, in frequency, researching and studying all this wonderful technology that we have available to us. My first career, I was an artist. I still am. I still have music on the radio. You can still watch movies I'm in. But what really intrigues me is how do we actually take this beautiful information that's sitting in front of us to the next level? And that's why I think science can really contribute and is so profound to art. So I'm telling you a little bit about what I do because today, under this Capricorn energy, Capricorn connects us to this idea of our place in the world, moving forward, really living our purpose, our dharma. So I encourage you today to kind of keep this in the back of your mind. What is your purpose? Why are you here? It could be very profound. It could be very, what some might deem as subtle. Yet sometimes the most subtle frequencies in life are the most affecting. So let's go back to this wonderful full moon. I invite you now just to begin to settle in. Find a comfortable position, whether it's seated, if you'd like to lay your body down in a prone position. Find your level of comfort. I would encourage to keep your spine as straight as possible, whether it's erect or prone. This helps the energy flow very easily. And today, with the heightened emotion of the full moon, which we document scientifically, there's a lot going on around us and within us. So honor where you are, what you need in today's practice, and just allow. So today, the balance between this hard and soft really comes into view under this Capricorn full moon. And it's asking us to be honest about our personal boundaries. Where do they help us? Where do they hinder us in certain situations or relationships? Now is a great time to get really serious about considering what is it you need? And where do you need more freedom, structure, and control in your life? It's a beautiful beautiful time to be supported as you lean into your sense of personal authority, taking a stand against anything that doesn't work for you right now. A peaceful stand, but a purposeful stand. We're going to start becoming more aware of the passage of time right now, too, under this full moon, and that's because Capricorn is ruled by Saturn. It's going to really elucidate if we're not exactly where we thought we would be right now. Maybe we had different expectations of, I thought my life would be very different. I thought I'd be a New York Times bestseller by now. I thought I'd have children by now. I thought I would be a grandparent by now. Whatever that is for you. But there's also this really lovely energy of, rather than allowing ourselves to feel pressured or even downtrodden over these milestones and dreams yet to be hit or fulfilled and realized, today we can use this energy to appreciate the resilience and the wisdom, the maturity that we've gained throughout the years in this passage of time. Instead of viewing our life as slow-moving, maybe we can consider how exciting our life has been, filled with optimism and new things that you wouldn't have otherwise experienced. An airline pilot never flies straight from city to city. There's always these minor adjustments that's happening along this path. Embrace those minor adjustments today. It's how we actually do eventually arrive. Capricorn. I'm a Capricorn, so I get this. Professional goals right now. You may notice it becomes increasingly more meaningful coming month. In Cancer season, that watery, emotional state we had talked about before. How can we really allow the emotions without being overcome by the emotions? Emotions are beautiful messages, but they're not the captain of your ship. We can also, like me, spend more time at home this next season. Cancer loves that. And also I encourage you just to check in with your schedule to see where you have plenty of time to recharge. Capricorn's driving, Cancer is helping us ground and revitalize ourselves. And so it is. Well done. All right. So, shimmering radiance. Take a deep breath in and hold that breath in, relaxing your heart. And gently exhale through your mouth, allowing that exhale to be long and purposeful and focused. Take another deep breath in, holding that breath in, feeling your heart relax. And exhale through your mouth, purposefully. How long can you allow that exhale to extend? Take one last deep inhale in, holding that breath in, relaxing the heart. And gently exhale, a focused exhale through your mouth. By breathing out longer than you breathe in, you begin to shift your body towards a parasympathetic response. That's ideal. That's when we calm down. Our body begins to work in greater harmony with itself. we move out of this fight or flight pattern of the sympathetic response. Physiologically, we're actually giving our heart more space within our chest cavity. That encourages the heart to begin to slow down, so your pulse will begin to drop. If you have a grounding practice, I invite you to begin that now. If not, imagine, think, or feel a golden cord of light originating at the base of your spine. See it begin to descend out of your body, through the surface below you, into the ground, into the earth below, wrapping, connecting deeply into the earth. Maybe you connect all the way down into a perceived center of the earth, this core. Good. Locking in, feeling very grounded, centered, and rooted. Taking a deep breath in, holding that breath in. And as you slowly exhale, just let go of any worries or distractions. And just begin to feel your heart opening to the wisdom of the energy around you right now. As this otherwise emotionally driven season of Cancer begins, the full moon overhead encourages us to release excess emotions. So think, imagine, or witness any excessive burdens you've been carrying, any grief, resentment, negativity, anxiety. Witness where in your body this heaviness may be occurring. Perhaps it's in your hands, perhaps it's in your heart, your shoulders, your legs, your feet. Where is that for you? Just witness. Now begin to return your attention to your breath and notice that with each deliberate exhale, you begin to release this heaviness. Good. These places are growing lighter, dissolving, almost as if dissolving under this beautiful shimmering light of the moon. Just let them go. And as you feel these releases coming throughout your physical or subtle bodies, begin to shimmer a frequency, a feeling, a color, a sound, an emotion of compassion. Compassion for yourself, compassion for others. Forgiveness. Forgiveness for yourself. Forgiveness for others. Knowing that in the place of pure love, there really is nothing ever to forgive. All is well. Shine light in, holding that breath in, feeling your heart relax. Gently exhale. Now in your mind's eye, let's go on a journey. Imagine yourself standing barefoot on a patch of soft, cool earth. Feel the dewy grass beneath your toes, grounding you into this present moment. Hear the sounds of birds in the background. Sense a babbling brook just a few feet away from you, smelling the must of the earth as the water passes over these beautiful rocks and stones, making its way forward. Above you, gaze into the magnificent evening sky. And behold a magnificent full moon, the strawberry full moon. What does your moon look like today? Perhaps it's shimmering. Perhaps it's shining with a beautiful ivory color. Perhaps you see a sparkling pink. Just notice the light of this full moon, its soft, rosy light, bathing you, caressing you with its glow. In Native American traditions, many tribes associated this month's full moon with the ripening of tender, delicious, life-sustaining strawberries. This full moon is a time of abundance, of celebration, in, inhaling the earthy scent of the ground and this wonderful night air around you. And as you exhale, just release any negativity, anything that doesn't serve you anymore. Just allow the moon's light to cleanse and fill you with a sense of calm. the shimmering, glowing light of this full lunation beginning to penetrate, moving, touching, connecting deeply to your very core, your center, igniting a new light, a new understanding, a new spark of inner strength, of remembrance. Remembrance of who you really are. Feel a sense of security, of self-worth, of purpose. Knowing that any challenge that you may face can easily dissolve, can easily be moved through simply by you shining your light. You are capable. You are resourceful. You are resilient. Take a deep breath in, hold that breath in, and as you exhale, either out loud or silently say to yourself, I am capable. Take another deep inhale in, holding that breath in, and as you exhale, repeat to yourself, I am resourceful. Exhale. Another deep inhale in, holding that breath in, and as you exhale, say, I am resilient. Exhale. You are capable. You are resourceful. You are resilient. Now think, imagine, or feel a beautiful sphere of rosy gold and light sitting in front of you. Watch that light as it begins to grow and expand. Shifting, dancing. If it feels comfortable to you, invite this golden light, this rosy gold light towards you, directing it wherever you would like for it to go. Anywhere in your physical body, anywhere in your subtle bodies. Perhaps you intuitively know exactly where this golden rose gold light should go. If you're unsure, how would it feel if you were to invite that directly into your heart center? Feel that light expanding, filling any holes, any voids, any places that need that extra bit of divine, compassionate love. Bathe in this sweetness the light of this strawberry full moon. Feeling that rose gold color move throughout your system. Connecting to this time of resilience, of fruitfulness, of sweetness. And begin to match that same spirit, that same frequency, that same vibration within yourself. Take a deep breath in, hold that breath in, feeling your heart relax. And as you gently exhale, just allowing that rose gold light to dissolve. Good. In your mind's eye, as you gaze up once again towards this beautiful full moon, feel its light prompting you to reflect on the passage of time. Perhaps there's goals you have yet to achieve, milestones that have yet to manifest. Witness any disappointment that might be coming up. Witness any joy that may be arriving as well. Release any vibration that doesn't serve you anymore. Does disappointment truly serve your greater life's path? If it doesn't, let it go. And instead, acknowledge this bountiful, perhaps subtle, yet truly powerful life journey that you've been on. All of the bumps in the road. All of the mountains, all of the valleys that have shaped who you are today. All of the challenges you've overcome, the lessons you've learned, the resilience you have not only acquired, you have built, you have maintained, you have caused to flourish. Begin to feel appreciation in your heart, gratitude in your heart for all of these experiences. No matter how good or bad. Both positive and negative, they've all shaped who you are today. Just gently let go of any pressures that you may feel to conform, either to the whims of the world, to society, or to any unrealistic timelines that don't work for you on your spiritual path, in your physical life. And instead, experience gratitude and trust that your path is unfolding in its perfect time. You are exactly where you are supposed to be, right here, right now. Take a deep breath in, holding that breath in, allowing the heart to relax. And gently exhale. The power and the presence of the Capricorn moon reminds us of things that have yet to come and the things that are coming. Let's begin to ignite this powerful, potent energy to inspire, to reinvigorate your dreams and your aspirations. The dreams and aspirations that best serve you in this moment, in this next phase of your life's unfolding. Visions that you've held for yourself, perhaps long-forgotten goals or desires. See yourself holding these dreams with certainty and with clarity. These dreams may be very apparent. You may see them as you would as you watch a movie. These dreams may be more of a subtle feeling, an inclination towards a desired outcome. Whatever they are for you, just sense these dreams, these desires. And now I invite you to move into your throat. Bring your attention to the energy of your throat. Here is where we connect with clarity, truth, creativity, and true discernment, not only for ourselves, but for the world around us. And as you imagine yourself in your throat and you're feeling these beautiful dreams and visions around you, allow any energies of these dreams to ignite, the ones that hold the most truth for you. Perhaps they're elements of your next step. They're a part of your path in some way. From a point of truth, not a point of longing, but of truth. And put your attention on this truth. And as you do, you may notice that other dreams or aspirations that had also been dotting this landscape are beginning to gently just fade away or dissolve. When we put our attention on the fullness of truth, the universe has a way of delivering greater clarity. Feeling these new dreams, and inspired and consistent action. Taking a deep breath in, holding that breath in, allowing your heart to relax. Exhale. Soaking in the frequencies, the vibrations of truth. Of responsibility, of capability. Of your perfect manifestation. Breath in, feeling the heart relax, and gently exhale. Releasing the pictures in your mind's eye. Bringing your attention now to your first energy center, the Muladhara chakra, in the base of your spine. Connecting with the idea of flexibility, transformation, coherence, and stability. Taking a deep breath in, holding that breath in, feeling the heart relax. As you exhale, shifting your attention now to your second energy center behind your navel or your belly button. Just bring your attention there and resonate, feel. What does it feel like to connect with the idea of purity, nourishment, charm, and merging? This watery center, feel, yes, purity, nourishment, charm, and merging. Good. Taking a deep inhale in, relaxing the heart, and as you exhale, bringing your attention now upward to your solar plexus, this third energy center, resonating with the vibrations of desire, will, intention, and destiny. Igniting these vibrations in your physical body. Taking a deep breath in, holding that breath in, and as you exhale, shifting your attention now into the area of your heart. This fourth energy center, vibrating, allowing peace, harmony, laughter, and love. Breathing in deeply, relaxing the heart, and as you exhale, shifting your attention back into the area of your throat. Connecting with the frequencies of creativity, Our fifth energy center is the home of ether. If we were to connect into the elements, ether is the point of creation. It was so sacred that Plato and all of the Platonic schools never released how to work with the ether. In these ancient mystery schools, they would vow to be put to death rather than to speak of the potency of how to truly use this incredible element. That's the power of your voice, of your words. Taking a deep breath in, holding that breath in, allowing the heart to relax. And as you exhale, subtly shift your attention now into the center part of your head, to this third eye center. The seat of intuition, connecting with integration, truth, unboundedness, and knowingness. Taking a deep breath in, holding that breath in, relaxing the heart. And as you exhale, shift your attention now to the crown of your head. Feeling the vibration of infinity, immortality, holiness, and enlightenment. Taking a deep breath in, relaxing the heart, and as you exhale, gently allow your attention now to shift right above your head. Connecting into the stillness, paired with the perpetual motion of the universe. This place of integration, not only with our higher self, but of the universe around us. Take a deep breath in, holding the breath, relaxing the heart. Gently exhale. Begin to wiggle your fingers, your toes, your nose. Coming back into this time space. If some of you are ready to drift off for your evening, your night, I wish you a beautiful evening, peaceful slumber, and great rest. For our friends who are coming back into this time space, starting your day in a meaningful and powerful way, I encourage you to carry the wisdom of this strawberry full moon with you. Remember that dedication, balance, and a deeper emotional awareness are so key to help us navigate life's beautiful, yet sometimes bumpy journey. Embrace the growth that you've experienced, not only today, in this time you've gifted yourself, that you've shown up, that you've chosen to do your work, but also in all the moments before, the days, the weeks, the years, the decades. You are perfect as you are in this moment. Embrace this and move forward with purpose and a heart full of dreams. And so it is. Take a deep breath in, holding that breath in, relaxing the heart. And gently let it go. How are you feeling, my friends? I'd love to hear. Welcome back, welcome back. If you'd like a little more energy to bring back into your space, you may want to try rubbing your palms together, generating as much heat and friction as possible. This will begin to wake you up in and of itself. Then you can place that wherever you'd like. You may want to place it over your eyes. You could place it over your heart. You could place it over your ears. Any orifice. You could place it over your mouth. But you'd like to drink in and absorb more of that energy. Sometimes, too, it just feels good to place it over your heart. Welcome back. How was that for you? Tell me your experience. You know, every day is always so unique, so different. Not only because of how we show up, but because of how we show up. So I always relish hearing your comments and your experiences, as the bowls do as well. So not only do I get to play, I also get to interpret for them. So I'm happy to interpret. So when you're comfortable, drop it in the chat. I'd love to go through it. Kathleen, early on, she asked me, how do I know which bowl to play? That's a great question. So Kathleen, this comes from a combination of experience of... So I've been a classically trained musician. I started piano when I was 2. My first career, I was a professional violinist. And I've shifted that into composing and singing as well. And so between the classical musical understanding of knowing how notes work together and in relationship with each other, the science, the acoustic physics of overtones, of how sounds will move and gather strength, let's just say, or recede based on what other tones are coming forth, and connecting it strongly, because these bowls really do, many times will speak with through overtones as well. There's that, and then there's also the intuitive side of just listening. A lot of times, though, too, it can be very obvious. Sometimes a bowl does not want to play. And when I say a bowl doesn't want to play, all right, somebody pretend that you don't want to play for me, please. Ah, perfect. Thanks, C. So right now I'm actually putting a lot of force behind this bowl, and it's a large bowl, and it should be sounding, and it's not. Great example. Let's see if we can be really silly and see if we can ask, now would you play for me, please? Can I, as an example, please? Exact same force. I really did not expect that. That may seem a little woo, and you may be like, oh, you've had more strength behind it. I didn't, but we can believe whatever we need to believe. But so a lot of times the bowls will actually begin to resonate and vibrate based on what's being asked of them, either musically or energetically. So it's a great question. I could actually sit here and talk about this for hours. In fact, we're actually about to release a course later this year on how to play these bowls, and that is a part of the course, because there is so much, there's so many beautiful details that go into that, again, like I said, how long you got? I could talk about it for a while. Great question. Thank you. DM, you said you're also a Capricorn and very affected by the full moon. Yeah, especially when it's in Capricorn. And it's very exciting. So, as I like to say, stay wild, moonchild. Sherry, you're a Capricorn as well? Oh, love it. Perfect. You're getting ready for camping. Well, this sounds like a very exciting day under a full moon. That's going to be amazing. I hope it brings Perfect peace and balance and tranquility. Exactly what you need. Namaste. Oh, Joanna, thank you so much for your donation. That's so generous of you. Thank you. And Linda as well. Thank you, my friend. I appreciate your kindness. Stephanie, thank you. What generosity you all show. Thank you so much. Stephanie, you said so very beautiful, Charlene and Jeremy. Thank you. Our pleasure. And thank you too, everybody, for Jeremy said that what I'm saying is Johanna is Jonah. Did I say that right, Jeremy? Okay, thank you. He keeps me in line. And y'all know sometimes the font is really, really tiny on this end, so I apologize, and I appreciate it. And do let us know. Let me know how to say your name correctly. And if I miss it, Jeremy won't. So, Linda, thank you so much. It was brilliant. Good. I'm glad that was helpful for you. Allison, you said jumping like your deep bowl. Our kitten is jumping over here on the side. Speaking of jumping, we have another set over here, and I'm kind of going, oh, here she goes. So, Maeve, come here, baby. She's going to do what she wants. Allison, that's really cool. I love this. Nina, you said you're sitting in immortality. Wow. You saw an infinity glowing crown upon your head. And when I asked to notice the stillness, you saw so many moving lights and waves. Oh, I love that. And then when I said the constant motion of the universe, it was like fireworks. Oh, you saw fireworks. I love this. Very needed journey within this precious time. Thank you. Of course, thank you for sharing that, Nina. That's gorgeous. I love that. Isn't that interesting how there can be certain key words or phrases, ideas, frequencies that directly and sometimes very profoundly impact us? It's incredible. I love that. Thank you. Sandy, you said healing, enlightening, empowering, delicious, nurturing, and loving. Thank you. Much needed today. Oh, wonderful. I'm so glad that was good for you. That's perfect. Awesome, Sandy. Stephanie, you said, can you explain a little more about your reference to Plato not being taught to work with the ether? I find that really interesting. Yeah, so Plato, in the Platonic school, that was something... I said Plato. It was actually it was Pythagoras. P just came out. That was me misspeaking. I apologize. Let me retract that. So it wasn't the Platonic school. It was originally in the Pythagorean school. So Pythagoras knew, obviously, I mean, a squared plus b squared equals c squared, among many other things. A true polymath. He understood how these different elemental functions and elements of the universe worked. Why is his name sticking on my tongue? Pythagoras. Good grief. So Pythagoras was taught, he was actually educated not only in the Greek schools, but he actually went to Egypt as well. And in many extended history perspectives, much of the ancient knowledge that came from ancient civilizations, Atlantis, etc., actually transferred to Egypt. Many of these cultures sent their people out prior to the Younger Dryads, the big earth shift that happened with all of the flooding. Let's just say, I'm trying to keep this very surface level right now, no pun intended. So all of this knowledge, this ancient and deep-seated knowledge, went to Egypt. So the Pythagorean school was based off of this very mysterious sort of teaching. And, whether if you're a student of modern historical perspective, Pythagoras was a really diverse dude who knew a lot about a lot of different things. So that's interesting. Or if you're a student of the ancient mystery schools, you understand that Pythagoras was a very diverse dude who knew a lot about a lot of interesting things. So the ether element itself connects us into this idea of manifestation, of bringing forth into the world, often through the utilization of sound, vibration, and the word. And without spending too much time going into that, that's a great jumping off point. You may want to look it up. And actually, thank you so much, Stephanie, for bringing that up too, because as soon as I said Plato in my head, I was like, wait, there's something wrong with that. But I was in my floaty dream state. So there you have it. And it's Friday. Must be Friday, brain. But Pythagoras, look up the Pythagorean school connected to the ether, some interesting stories and ideas that surround that. I would encourage you to go way beyond the first page of your Google search. So Charlotte, another amazing experience. Woohoo! Yes, I love it. You felt the moon's presence so intensely. Yes, it really is. Time to journal about it. Good job. Thank you. Thank you. I love that. Love a good journaler. Not one. Hi, Pay. Moving. You felt immediately. You came in late. That's totally fine. You came in at the perfect time, especially under a Capricorn moon. Capricorn always puts us in our perfect time. Some people may think it's late, but oftentimes when Capricorn shows up, we're in business. As a Capricorn, and many of my Caps can possibly relate, including my husband, Jeremy, Capricorn as well. A lot of times things in life happen a little later than normal, but when they do, whoosh, it's on. And oftentimes that revelation that comes later in life comes more fully, completely, and sometimes more powerfully or poignantly. So I love that. You're always in perfect timing. Charlotte, thank you so much for your donation. Thank you, thank you, thank you, my friend. I appreciate you. Allison, the higher bowls sang with resonance. You're right, they really did today. I think it was this idea of that sparkling radiance that it was really connecting to. There really wasn't, we really didn't sit much into the deeper bowls at all. In fact, at the end, I was like, I don't think we had any deep bowls. And so I just thought, well, as we're coming back into the ground, we added this big guy back here. And the single time that the low, let alone much of the lower bowls, actually came through. Great observation. I love that. And they really did. You guys sang beautifully today. They don't always. So Nina, you too are interested in the ether work, power of our words. Yeah. Highly encourage you to look it up. My dear friend, good grief, names today. Robert Gilbert, sorry. Bull. Look up some of Robert Gilbert's teachings and courses. He's a great educator on a lot of these topics. The Vesica Institute, tell him I said hi. And I highly suggest that you, if you're interested in this, there's some great and powerful material that Dr. Robert J. Gilbert has that could be very accessible. So check it out. Yeah, and I do too. I love it. It's something that we're perpetually always continuing to learn and expand and evolve into and through. So Katrin, yeah, it is pretty interesting. Oh, beautiful music and meditation. Thank you so much. And thank you for your kind words and for being here. Julia, you are so very good. Oh, that's very kind. Thank you. And we love hearing your beautiful bowls. And we always love it when you share the science behind it. Oh, good. Thank you. You feel very happy listening to this session. We're so happy you were here, Julia. That's wonderful. You know, the bowls always speak better than ever I could. They truly love to show up for all of those who are here as well. So it's an honor to be able to help them speak, to help them sing. So Jess, thank you so much for your donation. Thank you. I appreciate you. Thank you. Cherry Berry said, lately you're meditating about the question, who I really am. And it's a very special time to be alive. It was beautiful. You feel empowered and calm. I love that. That's so perfect and so true. Oh, that's so true. Yes, on so many levels. Interesting. Sandy, thank you so much for your donation. Thank you. That's very generous. Thank you. Jane with a Y. Very beautiful experience as always. Good. Thank you for sharing your gift. It's our pleasure. Happy solstice. Yes. And full moon in Cancer. Woohoo. Speaking of, don't forget, we will be back again. I think we'll be back before this, but there will be another full moon. So we're going to bookend. During this season, this Cancer season, we've got 2 full moons. I guess it's technically not a blue moon because it's not in the same month, but I'd like to think of it as a blue moon. We call it pink moon, or a purple moon. There we go. Once in a purple moon. So we'll be back bookending this second Capricorn full moon in July, on July 21st. But before that, we are going to be back on Thursday, July 11th at 9 a.m. Eastern Time. It's for a sunrise meditation. It's going to be fun. I know 9 a.m. is not sunrise for Eastern time zone, but it is for our friends on the West Coast, so, and other places. And you can always, of course, watch and play back as we have here on YouTube. So anytime we stream on Insight Timer, we're also streaming on YouTube. So everyone can go back and actually relive these moments. Sometimes there's some very profound moments, some very profound frequencies and energies that folks have asked, how can we tap into this again? The best way to do that, you can go to our YouTube channel as well and relive this moment. It's one of the reasons Jeremy does this wonderful artwork, so you can remember, oh yeah, it was that day. I remember the artwork. And we show the artwork at the beginning and at the end of each live stream, both on Insight Timer and on YouTube. So we want to make sure that you can connect with that. Nina, neat. We'll dig in. Cool. Yeah, it's quite the journey, and I'm just trying to keep this here right now, but you're going to have a lot of fun. So, Linda, you fell asleep. Is that okay? Heck to the yeah. Oh yeah. Sleep is so crucial for our body, and your body will do what it needs to do. So moving. So actually one of the studies, we've just finished a series of 3 pilot studies. And one of those pilot studies is actually, two. One is actually looking at the effects of listening to crystal singing bowls before going to sleep at night, and the profound impact it has on sleep itself. And technically it's not just crystal singing bowls, it's on these chromatically tuned bowls, because it adds a different color, a different element, and a different complexity that we can tap into. So there's that. But then also of how the bowls affect our brain waves. And we very viscerally see that the bowls very quickly shift our brainwave states depending on what notes are played. Not only what specific notes, but also the intervals or the space between notes. So a lot of times our brains will just begin to move into these slower states, and your body's saying, aha, this is my time. I need to relax. I need to reset. I need to actually fall asleep. You do you. There is no right or wrong way to do this. What I always marvel at is that sometimes the same session can have an energizing effect on a part of the group and a very calming, sedative, falling asleep effect on another group as well. It's the same thing is being experienced. It's just of how it's being received. So I encourage everyone to receive in the best way that's right for you, and knowing every day is going to be different, and just follow your own path. So absolutely, heck yeah, totally fine to fall asleep. The bulls take that as the highest compliment. Tatiana, oh, beautiful session. Yay, perfect start of the day. Excellent. I love that. Inga, Linda, of course that's okay. Exactly. It means you needed it and you gave in. Perfect. Not only you gave in, you allowed. It's this idea of allowing. That's one of the most difficult things in life, right? Sometimes we can have all these wonderful dreams and aspirations, and the universe is like, here, okay, I'm going to start sending it. Oh, but you're not allowing it. Okay, so never mind. We have to allow in order to receive. So you're both of you are right on. You listen to your body. It never lies. You're so right. I love that. Johanna, yay, happy moon day, and thank you. What is the channel? So the channel on YouTube is, if you just, it's youtube.com/Charleene Closshey. I think you can also find that on Insight Timer if you go to our teachers page. I think the link will actually take you to our website, and on the website you can link to YouTube as well. If you just type in Charleene, crystal bowls, whatever is easy for you to remember. I know Closshey's not always the easiest name, but you can find that on YouTube. And speaking of YouTube, Jeremy, I know we've had some comments on YouTube. Let me pop over there. Good morning, Mary T. from Buffalo. You said, thank you. We're having a very frazzled morning trying to get to work and dealing with your 4 cats. Oh, adopted 2 new cats just over a month ago. God bless you. You said you're feeling much more grounded now. Excellent. Yes. And I hope it was good for the little fur babies too. Brenda Pierce, happy solstice. Yes, yes. Thank you for the amazing deep insights and energy. Thank you. I'm so glad you joined us today from Ontario, Canada. It's nice to see you. Glad you were here. Yetta, you said you love that you found us here and on Insight Timer. Looking forward to more of these. Wonderful. You feel like you're floating. Oh, that's amazing. I love your fairy emojis too. It's perfect. And it's that very sort of ethereal kind of vibe, not only being under the full moon, but that watery undertone of the Cancerian energy that we're finding us moving through. So, Tea Lady Nat, birthday girl, You're feeling relaxed and soothed. I love that. Wonderful session. Excellent. Oh, thank you so much for being here, and happy, happy, happy birthday. City John on YouTube, my friend. I'm so glad you were here. Thank you for being here. It's always good to see you. Peace to you as well. Speaking of, my friends, we're sending peace to you and your hearts during this wonderful month that we are moving through, this time of watery emotional depth, this idea of returning home to ourselves, returning home to our space around us, returning home to all that is, of how we know, how we perceive our world around us. And as we move in this place of peace, allowing the emotions to bring up things that we're ready to deal with, and sometimes things we don't think we're ready to deal with, and yet somehow we are. I encourage you to remember how very loved, how very special, how perfectly formed you are right here, right now. There's no better time to be you. So under the fullness of this full moon, I see the fullness of you, and I love you. I'll see you soon. We'll see you next time. Be well. Sat Nam.